April 5th, over 1 million plus people will be protesting in the streets. Dear Black people, that doesn't involve you. Sit your little self home. Mind your peace. Mind your business. November 5th, 2024 was our protest. When 92% showed up, that's our protest. If anything were to happen during that protest and there's some Black people in there, you'll be the first to be attacked. Mind your business. Stay home. Go shop in the Black businesses or Black-owned businesses. Watch your favorite show. Shoot, knit if you have to knit. Do whatever you need to do on April 5th, but stay home. Mind your business.
Nah, serious question though. Y'all not tired of marching? They talking about April 5th of March. Y'all not tired of walking? Nah, I'm dead serious. Lock in. What is marching gonna do? What is walking around the streets of the Matrix gonna do? Just maybe. How about instead of going out there, we go in here? How about we switch it up a little bit, do a little something different for once? If we just even entertain the notion that the physical world is a mirror of us, maybe, just maybe, if we went inside ourselves instead of running around in the Matrix, things would instantly change, especially with the amount of energy everybody's putting into this thing. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results. Y'all, we doing the same thing over and y'all don't see the loop. Y'all don't see the loop? Over and over. Let's take that energy. Let's go within. Let's power up and watch shit change for real.
And in case y'all were wondering, April 5th is not for us. Yes, millions will be protesting, but our Black asses will not be out there. They are literally calling us to the front lines.
In this video, we take a look at the reaction of Black Americans towards the Trump protest, which is slated for April 5th across all 50 states of the United States of America. So the protest is dubbed Hands Off. So this is to inform Donald Trump and Elon Musk to take their hands off all things that belongs to the United States of America, the data, the economy, and every other thing that belongs to the United States of America. So Black people react to this protest. So let's watch the reaction of Black people to this protest. Then we'll come back here and discuss further about it. But before we watch the videos, if you haven't yet liked this video, kindly like the video and also subscribe to the channel. Let's watch the videos together.
So I did research and looked more into April 5th, and I completely agree. Black people, sit your ass down. Like, usually I'm not a part of protests, but I do a lot of media and I document protests. So usually I'm out on my bike just documenting the whole thing. But in this case, I don't even want to get out and document it. Because let me just explain the whole logic behind this. For some reason, right, every time there is a protest that involves everybody but us as Black people, it's okay. But every time, and historically, you can look this up, every time Black people try to protest, for some reason, like, the police see it as red alert. You know, they see it as, okay, we need to use force. And literally, you can put two groups of people, Black people, and whomever you want to choose, and let them protest the same way, and somehow the force will only be used against Black people. And it makes perfect sense for Black people to feel this way about this protest. Like, even though we all might be a little different as Black people, we all on one page when it comes to peeping game. And we all see exactly what y'all trying to do. And this is something you have to understand too, right? So you have a large group of, you know, Trump supporters. So they automatically gonna feel that any protest against their president is unpatriotic or some sort of threat. And a lot of those Trump supporters are crazy. Like they're gun-toting crazy supporters. So if you put them in a position where they see large groups of people protesting against him or whatever's going on in the world, they immediately take offense to it. But if you put them in a position where a large group of black people are partaking in that protest, they immediately see violence. And even if there isn't any sort of violence, they will incite violence. They will literally start the violence and somehow migrate to only wanting to act on black people. That's why a lot of black people are saying we sitting this one out. Because one thing that needs to be understood is we already had the Million Man March. If you're not familiar with the Million Man March is, look it up. We already had our grandfathers, great grandfathers, dads. They did that. And that was already millions and millions of black men. So we did that already. But in today's climate, with how crazy some of these people are, we're not doing that. Black people want to just be out the way and let everybody else do what you need to do. Because if anything pops off, let it pop off with those people. Don't let anything pop off and somehow we get pulled into it, but we suffer the most damage out of everybody. Because they'll do that. It's almost like they're waiting for that. You already got this weird segregation stuff that's going off. So it's like, why that before this? And I'm already hearing echoes over the internet. Out of all the days, they plan on banning TikTok again on April 5th. Why? And when we already have kind of opened that rabbit hole of when they ban TikTok is because they want to suppress information. And out of all the days on April 5th, why would TikTok, the most universal connecting platform, social platform, why would it be shut off that day? Out of all the days. Because hypothetically, let's say TikTok was banned on April 5th and all these protests was popping off. You wouldn't really know what's going on. You couldn't be on the Midwest looking over to the East. You couldn't be to the West looking over to the East and seeing these crazy forms of whatever the protest has to offer. So just those two things alone is suspect. But overall, I completely understand why all black people are saying, hey, we not doing this shit. I agree. I don't want to be out in that. And like I said, I'm usually used to being out in protests and stuff like that, documenting, but not this one. Because what also needs to be understood is that there's people that they want to act upon their impulses, but they can't, because they still got a pinch of sense in there that tells them, hey, I can't just do this against a particular group of people because I know how it's going to look. I know that it's going to threaten my job, my career, my friendships, all of that. But if you give them a perfect scenario, they can act upon their impulses. And another thing is that if we as black people sit out this protest, they will make the protest what it's about, right? It will be what it's supposed to be about. But if we involve ourselves, they will take the universal reason for what the protest was about and they will make it about black people. They will do that. And we don't need that happening again, because this has happened once before. You remember back then when everybody was doing the Black Lives Matter protest, right? And those were solely protests for black lives. It was so obvious, right? You know how much backlash that got because for some reason everybody wanted to make it a universal thing. It was a protest about black people, but everyone wanted to universally make it about everything. They wanted to make it about everybody. No, all lives matter. We get that, but this is a black people thing. Well, see, we learned from that, and we learned to not make things about ourselves around a lot of y'all, because when we make stuff about us around y'all make it about everything else. So now it's the reverse Uno. Now we out of it, so y'all can't say they're making it about themselves. Nope, we're out of it now. Black people, we're out of it. So now everybody else that's involved in it, make it about what it's about, which is the corruption and Trump and all that. We actually doing y'all a favor. So if you're black, sit your ass down on April 5th. Don't go out. Don't do it. Nope. Let them do that. You stay at home. You find something to do. A good movie, some food, a video game, whatever. Take up a trade, a new book, whatever. You stay your ass home. Let them make this about what it's about. Don't let them tell us, oh, you're making it about yourself, because that's when the problems is going to start. No. Nope.
So there's going to be a protest on April 5th, and I got a message for black people. Sit your black ass down. You better stay home. Wrap yourself up in your most comfiest comforter. Pour yourself a glass of wine or make hot cocoa if you have to. But you stay your lovely, dark, luscious self in the motherfucking house. I better not catch your ass out on April 5th, or else I'm gonna put my 8-inch foot up your ass. Do you understand me? Stay black, stay beautiful, stay alive, stay humble, and live your motherfucking life, okay? The only thing that you should be doing on April 5th is trying to book airplane tickets to the Bahamas right now, okay? Yeah, there's a sale going on. There's some good deals at the airport, so get it while you can. But stay your black ass out of this. This is not our fight.
Welcome back. So in this video, we took a look at reactions of some black Americans in the United States of America towards the Trump protest, which is slated for April 5th across all 50 states of the United States of America. So the protest is dubbed Hands Off, where they are protesting to Donald Trump, Elon Musk, and other oligarchs to take their hands off certain data, economy, and other aspects of the United States that they have touched with their hands. Now, it is in this light that they call on all meaningful Americans, including black Americans, to join in forces so that they have about 1 million to 2 million people to protest in the country of the United States of America. The black Americans at this point in time are staying out of this protest, and I am really happy that they are staying out of this protest. Clearly, during the elections in 2024, November 5th, they all warned against voting for Donald Trump. The majority of people in the United States, that is MAGA Trump supporters, did not heed to this advice and then voted in Donald Trump. Right after the declaration of the election results, black Americans hinted that it will not take long and then a lot of Americans will regret voting for Donald Trump. And just within a few months, Donald Trump was sworn in January. We are in March, just 3 months into his administration. And now there is a major protest against the government because there has been a lot of policies that he has implemented that a lot of Americans are not happy about. Majority of them, they are not happy about it. You know that segregation is even about to be introduced, and this does not order well for majority of Americans. So people are mobilizing and calling all people to come together in order to protest against this government. But right after the election, black people said that for the next 4 years, they are going to sit out of every protest, anything, activism in the United States of America. So this is also part of it. It is the MAGA supporters who have created this mess. So it is they have to go out there and protest in order to fix this. Black Americans are staying out of this, and looking at all the videos and reactions of black Americans, they are clearly staying out of this. They will do activities that will bring value to their lives. They will not go out there to protest in order to put their life at risk or in danger, just like the sacrificial lamb. Because if there is any protest, black people are highly likely to be arrested as compared to white people. Black people are highly likely to be jailed as compared to white people. So why do you even need them in the first place over there? Because they warned against you voting for Donald Trump, but you went ahead in order to vote in Donald Trump, in order to satisfy some things that you have at the back of your mind. Now it is time for black people to sit down, relax, in order to see how this protest goes. Let me know what you think about this video in the comment section below, and don't forget to share this video with your friends and your family on other social media platforms like WhatsApp, Facebook, Instagram, X, TikTok, and other social media platforms. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Just click the subscribe button down here. Click on the subscribe button. Click as well on the notification bell. And I would like to see you again in my next video.